Hi, I'm Emily, and this is your fall 2025 tarot reading. We're going to find out what's in store for the collective and our individual lives between the equinox, which is September 22nd, and the solstice, which is December 19th or 20th. So what do we need to know about this time period as the sun in the northern hemisphere is going back to showing up for less time every day, and it gets to be the darker part of the year. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're getting into summer. So what do we all need to know about this time? So let's get started here. I'm going to shuffle the tarot deck. So the first deck I'm going to be using is this deck, the Symbolic Tarot of Wirth. I always shuffle and cut the deck 3 times. So as I'm doing so, if you could help with the energy of this reading by closing your eyes and trying to clear your mind of all thoughts and desires, except the desire for an accurate reading. I will shuffle the other 2 decks off camera here, but I do like to set that intention. Also, I'm going to call on my guides to help channel this message for our highest good and healing. So let's see. What do we need to know for this time period, fall 2025? We got the 4 of Pentacles. So that's our first card. I think there's this energy of hanging on to something. We are really not able to let go. So as we're moving into a new season, it's really good to kind of detox physically and mentally and spiritually and just let go of the things that we're holding on to. But I do sense that's going to be a theme, just kind of trying to hang on to the past. And now I'm going to pull a card from this Animal Oracle deck to see what else I need to know. What's the message here? The Whale. This card says imagination and emotional memory. So we have another kind of connected theme here to hanging on to the past, emotional memory. We need to release the things in our collective memory that have happened until now. So a lot of this fall is going to be dedicated to kind of purging. That's what I see, that we're going to, as a society, have to move on from the past and heal our collective trauma. Last card on this question for fall 2025, the Gray Alien. This is from, by the way, the Charming Cryptids deck, one of my favorite oracle decks. So the Gray Alien is the classic abduction alien. And this message is all about not allowing yourself to be kind of abducted or kidnapped, brainwashed, and not allowing some external force, whether it be a political party, another person, family members, what have you, not letting them put ideas in your mind that weren't there before, or taking you out of your reality. You know your truth. So just be aware of abductions in this time period, fall 2025. Okay, so I'm going to move on to a different question now. Let's talk about love in fall 2025. So for all of the people watching, what is the message about love? We have, what is this? The Knight of Swords. This fall, you can expect there to be a lot of clarity, and also possibly someone showing up to give you a message or change the way you're thinking about things in your love life. So let's see if we can get a modifier card for that using the Animal Oracle deck. We got 2 cards here, the Wren and the Bee. The Wren says courage and humility. The Bee says responsibility and dedication. is very interesting. Both of these animal spirits kind of tell us about how to push through and use our intellect to solve problems and just keep going no matter what's happening. So in your love life in fall 2025, your message is to keep going. Don't make any huge decisions at this time about the trajectory of your love life, and to also be smart about it and stand up for what you believe in. But just kind of like working hard is a theme here. And the last card we have is the King Otter. So the King Otter is very interesting. It's a animal, it's a mythological animal, but it's a otter that is so loyal to its partner, its life partner, that if you accidentally kill the partner, it will come after you for revenge and kill you. But of course, it's not a real animal. But this message is all about being fiercely loyal. And to, you see on the B card, it also says dedication. So we're going to be called this fall to commit. And if you're not feeling like you want to commit, the universe might be testing you on that front. So this is good. These are good cards. It's a lot about development of our romantic relationships, not so much new ones or big changes. It's like being all in. That's what I see here. Okay, now we're going to move on to the last topic. So the last topic is U.S. politics. Let's see what we need to know in the U.S. for this time period. What is this? The Seven of Scepters. So, or wands. Sometimes we call them scepters. This card is about being defensive. It's like we've gained some ground. Whatever side it is you're on, I hope you're on my side. But we're going to gain some ground on some issues. And now we just have to defend it. We have to hold the line. That's pretty exciting. We have also the dog, friendship and loyalty. Loyalty also came up in our romantic relationships a few moments ago in that reading. So that's interesting. This fall is really either testing our loyalty and commitments, or it's about developing that skill, that ability, that aspect in ourselves. But politically, we're also maybe finding alliances with other nations or within our own nation and figuring out what it means to be loyal to the cause, our causes and the things that we've promised. Okay. And the last card is the batsquatch. The batsquatch shows up just after some kind of natural disaster or calamity. It showed up just after the eruption of Mount St. Helens in Washington state. So this is showing us that it's an omen. There's something big coming, something really big. If you remember in my summer 2025 reading, I talked about the demon cat that shows up in Washington, D.C. just before big changes happen. So I hope that this reading helps, and I hope that you will tune in again for my next readings. Here are the decks that I used in this reading. The decks that I use, Untamed Animal Oracle. It has been a pleasure doing this reading for you. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can book a session with me at wellnessoneness.com, my website. Thank you.